What's up, everybody? This is Pierre Lawson, founder of the Wall Street Jack Boys. We're here with our Game Plan Sunday session for the week of September 30. Well, we're headed into October, so it's the first week of October. But we had a pretty good weekend, so we're actually going to get off into this here. We're going to actually, y'all know how we do. We actually do a recap on what happened last week. Then we're going to take a look at what's coming forth this week, and then we're going to dive in and find out if we see if we can get some plays. So you know how we do. We're going to see what kind of plays show up, and this is basically going to give us a framework to work with for the week. As you know, things change throughout the day, throughout the weeks. We don't know what's happening, but we want to have a nice framework so we can work in there. We have a pretty good idea of what's coming here in the near future, so we can, maneuver a lot better than people who have no idea what we do. So, with that being said, we're actually going to take a look back on Monday. And Monday was pretty dope for us here at Wall Street Jack Boys. I don't know about the rest of the other people that's out there because it was a bear market that day. However, we already had our game plan from last Sunday, and we already talked about what we were going to do. And the thing that was crazy about it is because everything that we talked about popped off faster than I thought it was going to pop off, right? So y'all know everything popped off faster than what I even thought it was going to pop off. So we started the week off with energy just popping through the roof, right? So energy just, made us a lot of money. We had EOG. I know I was at EOG, of course, MPC. So the oil stocks were popping. Meanwhile, the whole market was in the trash can. Anyway, we was able to maneuver and make money in that, and it was great. Also, we had the healthcare stocks were actually doing pretty good too, and I believe Mia called out. I believe it was you, Mia. I think you did TDOC. We're gonna pull that up here to show you guys what popped off here. So that's TDOC move, and West know that's so West know he got in at the lakeside because it's still popping, right? So this is a play that we called out from last week, and you see how it came to fruition. And the squeeze is still on, so this thing still got some upside potential. But we already out. Jack Boy's already out. We got out right. Like all of these targets are just hitting. You feel me? And then we had new highs right now too. So this is a crazy play. Um, the setup that we have and what we use. Squeezes on and popping. First fire off was crazy. Trend. We had all of these technical analysis that, gave us insight on what was going to happen. We're not oracles or psychics and nothing like that, but we win a whole lot more than we lose here. So yeah, definitely should check that out. Also, let me just go over EOG because that was one that really popped off for us too. And as you see, EOG, we were in here and this thing popped off. I was actually in here on, I believe, Friday of the prior week, so it was already in there. And also, um, I'll go over some other plays here too, but it's just a quick recap on Monday. It was a bearish day. Tuesday was a choppy day. Really nothing too significant on Tuesday. Everybody was getting ready for the Fed meeting. So the Fed meeting was the whole shebang of what everybody was anticipating for the whole week. It was already kind of priced into the markets. It was already anticipated. Nothing out of the ordinary to throw the markets off. Everybody kind of already knew what the outcome was going to be. And that was on Wednesday. So Wednesday, and we did drop the article. So if you're on the newsletter list, you should have that in your email. If not, go to the website, wallstreetjackboys.com, and check out the blogs, read them up. Did you guys enjoy that article that we wrote? Give me some feedback. Let me know how y'all felt um, about the news article with Powell. I'll see if I can pull it up for you real quick too. And yeah, Wes, yeah, the financials got wrecked based off of the Fed, the whole Fed news. We didn't know what that outcome was going to end up being. We knew it was going to be some kind of binary type event, but it was interesting seeing the financials got wrecked on Wednesday. But basically, what you really need to know about Wednesday, the Fed's meeting, and if you already got the news article, then you're already in the know. Basically, our wizard economists, right, are the best economists in the world here at the Fed. They lead the Fed, and they basically help keep everything regulated, making sure that nothing is being abused, and that the economy is healthy and making money. So they have to use certain things, certain tools that they use to help keep the economy in check. It's like checks and balances kind of. And so Wednesday situation with the Feds, basically they raised the interest rates. Um, We don't really have an inflation problem, but they want to try to be proactive and attack it before it becomes a problem. The economy is at a, economy is booming. So I don't, sometimes you got to turn the news off. That's what I like about the stock market because the stock market is going to tell you the truth. The news is just crazy, right? News will have you all over the place. If you're in the stock market and you know the economy is booming, okay, 9-year bull market, this is great. You need to be involved right now because this is where everybody's making their money. We don't know what's going to happen in the future, if it's going to crash and all that stuff. Don't believe everything you hear. But you can see, you can definitely believe what you see. So right now we have no indicators that that's going to happen. And with the Feds giving us their wizardry view on what's happening with the economy, basically the economy is going to be booming well into 2019 as well. They don't see no doomsday crashes, nothing like that. And that was already expected. That's why they're raising the rates here. Some concerns with the tariff wars with Trump again, still tariff and trade. Those are the two things that's kind of looming over the market, and we have to get some conclusion on that, which is going to keep some volatility in play because we don't know how this stuff plays out. Play out. We know Trump, I guess he rejected Canada, so Canada from the NAFTA deal. Situation with Trudeau, the president of Canada, that didn't work out. So that's still looming around. They gotta get some resolution around that. He did make up with Mexico, so they're on board. What else? China. Yeah, so China is the big boy. The whole thing is off the table basically. So that's going to keep the volatility in the market. So we can already expect, situations around those arenas to affect us in the markets, our positions, and everything else. So you already know what to look for towards that. And then what else we have? So going up into the Fed meeting, the markets were bullish, right? Everybody, if you were in there, then you made some money like the rest of us did, hopefully. The markets ran up into the meeting, and then right after the meeting, everything everything just fell down, right? So let me just see if I can pull up the charts and we just follow the technicals on here so you can see what happened. It was basically like late in the day when everything kind of just fell apart basically, and let's see. So Wednesday, but yeah, you can see the move from Wednesday. We caught the run up. So on Wednesday, if you guys are in there only from the morning time, we caught this run up here, the run up there, bingo. That was your time to make your money, okay? And then, after the Fed meeting, we caught this big drop right here. Boom, yeah. So you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna get wrecked in this, right? So we were already in our positions, already taking off, profits because we knew the Feds were gonna speak. You don't want to be holding no positions when the Feds speak because you don't know how that's gonna play out. It's gonna be crazy. That's all we know. At the end of the day, it's gonna be crazy, either to the upside or the downside. So to be safe, get your money and get out of there. So that was Wednesday. Thursday was a bull day. Thursday, what we do on Thursday? Okay, so Thursday was also great. I believe we made out on Amazon. I don't even know if I played Amazon. I don't know if I showed you guys the chart that we did on Amazon, but I know I got off on Amazon and Apple. Amazon and Apple were the plays for the week. So all of these right here played out as well. But yeah, I would definitely have to say TDOC was probably the stock of the week, man. Like that thing right there. See, I just blew through those levels. That was crazy. So there was nothing but money to be made in that one right there. So, shout out to anybody who showed up. Oh yeah, Disney. I forgot Disney. There we go. Disney. Yeah, there we go. So, and you see how Disney hit its targets, as we said. And I believe that was it, right? Leah? What else do we have? Boom. Yep. So yeah, those are the ones. So Disney was definitely good. I'm definitely gonna have to say that yeah, TDOC was the play though. That was a crazy one because it kept going and kept going. Pretty excited, man, when you're making money. So but yeah, that was good right there. Now uh Tesla got wrecked. You already know the situation with Elon Musk. Can't just be out here blowing trees as a CEO, okay? You're gonna have to pay for it one way or another. So they are on your boy's butt. They're on Elon's ass. Elon the Don, right? But this guy, he's good. You know what I mean? He's running space and everything else, running transportation. So I think he's good. But that's big news. For those don't not really familiar with Tesla, Tesla's kind of it's a car company, of course, but they also treat it like a tech company because they, got a lot of the latest technology and everything. So it's interesting to see how, everything plays out. Now, when we look at this move that happened on Tesla, of course, the CEO, company getting sued by the SEC, you don't want no smoke with the SEC. All right, SEC, you do not play with the SEC. Okay, no matter who you are, but they came after your boy, and it's not a good look for Tesla. Spooked everybody off, of course. You see the move here, boom, came down, bow, right there to that Fibonacci floor that we got here, and that's a pretty substantial move. You know what I'm saying? They lost like 17% right there, on that just that one, news right there. And so they talking about removing him from the from chairman, but he still may be active. I don't know all the ins and outs of the whole situation, but he still may be active with the company itself. Who knows? But Tesla is one of those companies that's crazy. I made lots of money off of shorting Tesla this year. You look at the chart; those shorts in there was like stupid, dumb, crazy. Okay, but and this one here, we're also short in Tesla now, actually making money already. Got into it on Friday. Was it Friday? Yeah, we got into it on Friday, either Thursday or Friday, but I believe we got it on whenever it was. I can't remember. Anyway, so just one day move. It's already up. And since it actually stretched out and hit this bottom right here, like the level of stress that right there has hit, it's like it's oversold, so everybody's sold out. So as business is oversold, we got floor targets here. Tomorrow, I wouldn't be surprised if this thing starts to recover a little bit. Okay, it's nobody left to short to, which causes the rubber band effect, and nobody left to short to has got to pop back. All those people looking short, they got to cover their positions, and the momentum will pick up, and then you may see this thing go even go up tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised, but definitely this is a crazy situation, and we're definitely going to be entertained seeing how this thing plays out. Um, and that was pretty much it for last week. Now coming up into this week, um, what do we have on the radar? I believe we have so we got midterms coming up. So this is something that's going to be like impacting the market. We got midterms coming up, and this was a longer review of the market, and this is going to bring a lot of volatility. So we got about 5 weeks until midterm elections. There's nothing pretty substantial that they're expecting to happen. Wall Street is basically already, priced in that the Republicans are going to maintain control of the Senate, and the Democrats are going to maintain control of the House. Probably nothing different there, but of course it's going to cause a lot of volatility. And these are the type of moves that we, an environment that we thrive in, where we can catch them good moves to the top, good moves to the bottom. With options, we play it in every direction versus those who play stocks, you only play it one direction for the most part. And we play all directions, sideways, up, whatever. Also, we're into earnings season, so earnings, that's always going to cause a lot of volatility, of course. As we saw with like Nike, their earnings were great, but then you get the sell off. And so I tell you guys all the time, play at your own risk. Earnings is straight crapshoots. That's nothing that I advocate for you guys to play, but you can definitely make a lot of money if you're gonna play up into earnings or play after the earnings situation. But holding on through earnings is a good way to get murked off. And we don't want that to happen to nobody. We want you to blow your account. So, tread softly, stay away from the earnings until you're able to, get some experience under your belt. What else? We also have job reports coming out this week. I believe on Thursday and Friday. You guys correct me if I'm wrong, but I know we have actually, let me see. Okay, so Wednesday we got the national employment report that's coming out on Wednesday, and then we got the job reports coming out on Friday. And so those things right there, Wall Street already got everything priced in for the expectations. The market is looking good, looking like they're going to add more jobs. Look like unemployment rates is going even lower. So we don't see anything too crazy or nothing like that. So we don't expect any kind of sell-offs or nothing crazy like that. So going into this week, which again, this brings me to this one here. Going into this week, what I am looking at focusing on is tech. All right. So and again, disclaimer, we're not a psychics or nothing crazy, you know what I'm saying? But we know what we're doing. We're professionals here. So for the most put out here works. We win a whole lot more than we lose. So anyway, I don't know if you guys caught this one, but the squeeze on the Nasdaq just fired off, so it's a fresh squeeze there, and we still have some up room to the upside. See our green targets here. This is what we're projecting for this thing to go at. All right, and so that's the big boy, but we want to try to dial in and see what we can scoop up off the top of that. And so I'm actually looking at what I'm looking at going into this week will be Apple. Looking at Apple going into this week. Okay. Again, we just squeeze fire off of the NASDAQ, right? And then we also have a squeeze here. We also have a squeeze here on Apple. So seeing both of those work together, we should actually get a pretty nice play off of that. Let me get my things here. Okay. So yeah, see we got the squeeze there. We got some upward momentum here on the stochastics, buy triggers. Nothing here as far as the trend goes. So not too sure how powerful the move is going to be, but buy trigger here, and then we're aiming at the top, 233, first target. So looking bullish here for Apple tomorrow. Put that on your list. And what else showed up? I also believe Amazon. Also, and again, Apple, they just got upgraded by the financial analysts. So anytime they upgrade you, that's good news for your company. That's good news for investors, the big boys with all the big money that's holding the institutions and everybody. This is a good signal here for their fundamentals. They're performing for the expectations for Apple. So when we get that kind of, play in confluence with the technicals, which we're showing you the technicals here, that is, pretty solid, solid move there. So this is how we make our decisions. We're seeing all these things together. We're putting it all together. Amazon, another one here, big boy. Um, you see what I'm saying? With this one here, we got a buy trigger here, right? So we got the floors already established. We already see where our ceiling at, 2100. We see that Amazon's going to chase this 2100 mark, right? And so that's what we're looking at. We got some upwards momentum here, and we got a trend signal here, okay? See the shift here on the momentum start to go up. So I like to kind of see that bounce come out like that. And we got an entry trigger here. So Amazon, I'm looking for Amazon for the long side, 2100. Whether we hit that target or not, it doesn't mean that you can't make any money. So you just remember, take profits often. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to wait to get 50%. If you get 30%, you might want to take it. Anything can happen any given time. It's a dirty game. So we got to learn how to adapt. Adaptability is key to survival. Failure to adapt, you die. What else am I looking at? Adobe. I like Adobe here as well. I don't know if you guys caught this one. Adobe, nice, beautiful, nice squeeze here on Adobe. As you guys see right there, it hasn't even fired off yet, so we're anticipating for it to fire off. The sideways move here, it's not bad. Still, it's kind of upwards though, so it's upwards. And it's pushing past the key resistance levels here. So we got upside target right here at the 283. Got 283 right there. So put that on your radar as well. And what else do I have? Geez, and Justin, he's not even here, but I know Justin, he loves NVIDIA. So let me see, check out this one here. This is an interesting one. I got this on radar because NVIDIA's artificial intelligence is basically, hitting new levels now. So do a little research on that and you'll see why I'm looking at this one here. And it's based off of their artificial intelligence. And it's not necessarily a squeeze setup, but this is what I call a bounce play, off the bounce. Okay. We already got the floors right here. We had a breach through the resistance here. Now this is the next level here, but I have pretty much good confidence that it's going to breach to that, and that's based off of we are just now starting to see an uptrend here. Okay. And we're starting to see the reverse here with the momentum. So again, when that momentum curves goes up that way, we also see it fluent here with the stochastics, and then we also see it here with a buy trigger. Okay, So it did hit that. This doesn't mean get in first thing in the morning on Monday, okay? You want to test your levels, dial in on the intraday charts, and get you a good support level. So if it say if it comes down to, it's at 281 now, so if it comes down a little bit, you may want to, put in your order to pick it up down, just down a little bit, okay? But for the long, I do see 292 to 300 target is what NVIDIA should be aiming for. And I got one more in this, okay? And again, like this is the tech sector, so to show you guys this the whole sector right here, just so you can again, follow the train of thought of what I'm thinking. Okay, we have a squeeze on the sector here. Okay, that's the whole tech sector, and then we see this is clear resistance here, and we're anticipating a breakthrough. Okay, see the trends here, we see all the signals, all the technical analysis are there. So this is the whole sector. So this is again why I'm looking into tech this week. I got one more that I'm looking at, and I'll take some from you guys. This one right here is the interesting one. All the big boys are looking at this one here. Now, it has hit this first target, and I don't really have too much of the targets based on how this chart is built, but actually, hold on, yes, I do. Let me see. There we go. So, beyond the retracements here, I did get an extension here at the 91. So I'm looking at that for long. And because we caught the buy trigger as soon as they hit that, pretty confident that we're going to reach through these levels. And I would like to see it go go out here to the $90 range. Okay, so again, we caught the triggers there. We got a reversal in the momentum. Stochastics is showing us the momentum here. Same thing on the squeeze. You see the reversal here. Same thing here on the trend. We got all those signals and confluence plus a trigger on the charts. And then we have upside target of $91 here. So, and this one right here is actually still pretty good as far as financials and everything else. So anyway, those are the stocks that I'm looking at going into this week. And I'll take some from you guys. Oh, you know what? I have one more healthcare. So the healthcare sector is also lit this week. Excuse me. What's the healthcare? Sorry, just called a blank. V. There we go. Now healthcare might be bleeding out. I mean, it might be topping out after what TLC did to it. But you know what? I called V, and was that Mia? You just posted V? Yeah. The V. Yeah, V. This is the one that I got here. All right, so V is in the squeeze here, and this is again, this is if you want to get some healthcare exposure, which definitely I think is a good move after what we saw healthcare do last week. And this thing right here, this little squeeze, okay, we got some upwards projection here, right? Caught a trigger here, and I'm looking at an upside target of about 116. Okay, if this thing fires off, and so that'll get you some healthcare exposure as well. All right, you guys got anything here for me? Anything you guys want to take a look at here? Because that's the only thing that I really got on my radar for this week. Again, nothing out of the ordinary. Just got a job reports coming up, and we got some earnings. Um, what else? Wes says you can't trade a lot during the day due to work. Okay, that's no problem. You can do it on work computers. So you put your orders in after hours. Great. Okay, so your orders aren't filled since price change overnight. And I'll open. How can you mitigate missing out? So that's a good one right there, Wes. Putting your orders overnight. My advice is to put in your orders overnight since you're working, right? Um, and get the mobile apps on your phone, okay? I remember when I used to work in office, this is how I used to try. I used to trade from my phone, okay? Download the app on your phone. Some places restrict your internet access when you're in the building. You may have to step outside of the building so you can get access to your internet on the phone. But put in your order, see if it gets filled. You get a notification if you have it all synced, to your email account. You get a notification. You get the ping on your phone that your orders got filled, or they send you an email that it got filled. Now, if it doesn't get filled, you can take your little break or something like that when you're at work. You can just go in and adjust your order. But that'll probably be like my recommendation for you on that is to make sure you get, take advantage of the mobile app. And I hate trading on the mobile phone, but I was trading on the phone like about 2, 3 weeks ago when I had to take my baby to the dentist. Um, I had to take my baby to the dentist. We had an appointment, and that worked out, right? Even though I hate it, but again, it's pretty cool that at least we can do that. So try that approach, and then once you get into your orders, also get into the habits of get into the habits of placing your closing order. The Wall Street Jack Boys Trading Journal helps me to actually do that all the time because I already see what targets I want. I can go ahead and price them out. What I want to take off from using the journal tells me already what price I want to go ahead and close out. So as soon as you get in the order, once you get in the order, you can go ahead and place your closing orders. Therefore, when you're at work and everything else, you don't have to micromanage what's going on. And once it hits its targets, it's going to automatically fill for you. So as soon as you get in your position, also make sure that you put in your closing order as well. Okay, so put in the closing order. You can do a good to cancel, or you can do a same day one. It doesn't matter. That's just as long as you have your targets. So your target range, so that you don't miss those profits. Because sometimes those things spike and pop up, and then they come back down, which we saw that happen on Friday. I believe it was Friday, and like the same situation at the end of the day on Friday, I think started selling off. And if you miss that opportunity, then now you got to wait until the next time it rises. So go ahead and do it. You can set it to buy, sell automatically. Right. Yeah. Well, you have to do it manually, but it's kind of like automating it because you're already in the order. So as soon as you get in the order, say if you do a spread on Amazon, right, and say you take a $200 credit, right? Say you're taking a $200 credit. Well, 50% of that is going to be $100. So you set in your order for the $100, right? And that's what your target. That's what you're good with. You want to take the 50%, so you just set in a $100 order to close. And Amazon pop on Monday, tomorrow, right? You're at work and you're not even thinking about it, and your position, you already secured the bag. So now you have realized the profits that you have made. So you got unrealized profits and you got realized profits. So that's you realizing your profits in the streets and in the hood. You know how I do. I just tell you secure the bag, right? So just secure the bag. That's what we're gonna do. How to set it up correctly. Okay, cool. Well, we can work with you on that. That's no problem. Reach out to me, Mia, Mark, somebody. We'll get you some assistance. You know how we do, community over everything. We want to make sure that you guys are successful, and definitely. So just get with me, get with Mia, somebody. We'll take care of you. You guys got anything else that y'all want to look at? Any trades you want to look at going to this week? Any questions about the markets? Anything? And you guys got any questions? I can see them and I'll be able to answer those questions for you guys. In the meantime, make sure that you guys get the merch. If you already don't have the merch, you see I'm rocking, right? Always rocking, right? I got the Blood Game Bears on, right? So this is for, when the market is down, I just throw in the red, right? All right. So anyway, so get the merch on the website, wallstreetjackboys.com. Definitely invite you guys to check that out. And last week, the type of profits that was made last week, that would pay for anybody's courses. So if you're interested in learning stock options, what we do here, get the courses. Courses are going to pay for itself, especially with the signals that we're giving you guys. It's going to pay for itself and then some. And make sure that you invite, a couple of friends over. Again, we're doing the Game Plan Sundays right now. Of course, these things are free right now, so take advantage of it. You want to make some money? I could take you to the well, but I can't make you drink the water. Okay, we're telling you that it's money out here. Don't nobody have to tell you that there's money in Wall Street, in the stock market. It's your fault if you don't take advantage of it. And you can't blame nobody. This is free. Make sure you share it. Hey, that's all I can. I'm doing my part here. Okay. Um, and definitely check out our website. We have a pretty dope website, so make sure you check it out. Put a lot of work in it. And it's just pretty dope how we do it. So make sure that you check out the website at wallstreetjackboys.com and take advantage of what we have as far as our blog. We got the blogs out. Those are free. Share them. Read them. They're entertaining. They're not just overly too big words and things like that. You can't understand it. We're trying to break it down so that common everyday people can make sense out of the stock market. We take these lofty ideas and we break them down and we have fun with it at the same time. So if you guys are on social media, make sure you follow us on Pinterest, LinkedIn, Instagram. I'll be going Instaham on the Instagram, and And so follow us on Instagram, Twitter, whatever it is, and then, share, you know. But I definitely appreciate you guys for checking us out live. And, with that being said, I don't have anything else here for you guys. So we're going to have to close the session so you guys can get back to the games. You feel me? But we'll be back in the markets this week. Let's make this money. Peace.